Prime Minister calls for a more responsible Liat.
My position is, I want Liat as a serious operation. We should not want to do anything not to see that Liat functions effectively because it's a part of our own history.
Details to this story and more in the National Report. With the National Report, I'm Leslie Ann Johnson Cornwall. Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honourable Keith Mitchell wants to see a more serious and responsible Liat serving the needs of the region. During the weekly post-cabinet briefing on Tuesday, Dr. Mitchell said regional governments must take some responsibility for the mismanagement of the airline by pumping money into Liat without the conditionality on performance.
So I believe that Liat should be run on the basis of private commercial activities. So your positive routes are going to get a lot more because you want to be a good business. That's my own position. So I said, look, if Liat want to bring 5 flights to Grenada, we have spent, by the way, Grenada has given millions and millions and millions of dollars. At one time, over $20 million loan to CDB. So to say Grenada has not been, and other countries have not been, people are just fed up.
The airline, which has been serving the region for many years, has had its share of financial and other challenges, which are often the subject of discussion by leaders in the region.
My position is, I want Liat as a serious operation. We should not want to do anything not to see that Liat functions effectively because it's a part of our own history. But I'm saying we want a more responsible Liat. Is that saying something? Now, if you want to say if you don't pay, are you running a business and you're telling me you could have the most lucrative routes and you say because I ain't pay you, you're not going to come there? Is that how you want to run a business? I'm afraid that business won't last.
Grenada's Prime Minister says he's optimistic there will be a further decline in the country's unemployment figures. Addressing a post-cabinet news briefing on Tuesday, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell said there are enough indicators pointing to an increase in employment numbers.
In 2013, when we came in, and we had the crash program, we called it the bushing program, young men and men, able-bodied men, were fighting with the women for the cutlassing work on the road, the bushing work on the road. Almost every parliamentarian is saying now they can't find men.
There are reports of a spike in contributions to NIS as a result of the increase in employment. Construction material, the likes of sand and cement, have been in high demand, and other reports suggest popular liming spots around the country, known as blocks, are no longer crowded during working hours.
The point I'm making is most of the men are working in the construction sector because they're making sufficient resources there. So as the construction sector continue to improve, and we've seen a measure of it, whether it's the arrival of sand boats in the country on a regular basis, cement, people buy cement, ordering cement, the firms, by the time the cement reaches the port is all sold out. That's what we're seeing. All where you pass around the country, you're seeing construction going on. That's a serious measure of what is taking place in the country as a whole.
This is the National Report. More news after the break.
The Children's Carnival Frolic returns to the National Stadium on Saturday, August 5th. And this year, it's no exception to the fun and frolic experienced by our nation's children as they parade in colorful revelry. It's Fancy Masks, Still Pen, Calypso Show.
I love Carnival. I love my mask.
It's the Children's Carnival Frolic, National Stadium. Starting time 11 a.m. Admission adults $20, children pay $10. More at the door. So don't miss out on this sizzling array of colors. It's Mass, Pan, and Calypso. The Children's Carnival Frolic. Saturday, August 5th. Bring your kids, bring every child, and have a ball.
Grenada's national statistical system is to be assessed by a Paris 21 consultant as the country works on the design of a national strategy for the development of statistics, which will be officially launched on Wednesday. It is part of efforts to strengthen the country's national statistical system. The aim of the assessment is to identify statistical development needs for the medium term. In the lead up to Wednesday's launch, a country training is underway at the Grenada Trade Center Annex, targeting key stakeholders in the national statistical system. Finance Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell, who is scheduled to deliver an address during Wednesday's launch, says data and statistics are important for transparency, accountability, and improved governance.
So we are saying now we must have data, we must run an analysis, and tell them these are the conclusions, and we take it from there. So it is in our best interest. We're talking about transparency and accountability in the 21st century, in governance, improved governance. You must have improved data collection. In fact, that was my theme at Paris 21. It was highly accepted, and I intend to stress that tomorrow. And we have a very, I would say, an able statistics department. It's developing. There's some good talent in there. They need more support, and our job is to give them the kind of tools necessary, resources and otherwise, to be able to give us the kind of statistics department that we could be proud of.
Government is moving to expand the Center of Excellence and ICT programs. That's according to Minister for Communications, Works, ICT and Community Development, the Honorable Gregory Bowen. He made the announcement during a recent visit with students at TAMCC, who will be participating in the 2017 First Global Robotics Challenge in Washington, D.C. from July 16th to 18th. The challenge will be staged to ignite a passion for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics among youths from across the world.
We do have the Center for Excellence where people can come in and be trained from the lowest level up to the highest level. We've only recommenced a couple of years ago, so we expect that the people who were sent out to be trained, will come back and teach us the higher level programming substances well within the Center of Excellence. Now it's housed in TAMCC, and we are also looking at expanding this, using again the Youth Center with the modern new equipment that we want to finance under the CASIP program. The government too, we see our citizens. For youth to excel, we must have a citizen who understand ICT, who understand technology. Remember the days before the computers, the hand calculators, we had slide rules. Now computers are part of our livelihood.
Minister Bowen commended the participants and highlighted the plans of the government to take ICT to the next level.
The standpoint is really on our youth because they have embraced the technology more than any one of us. And these are the support systems that we've placed for them. We want to do distance education. We have moved a lot into this, and we want to make sure that every child gets the opportunity to be not only cognizant, but really to excel in the use of ICT and technology as a whole.
Team Grenada leaves on Friday. And that's the National Report. I'm Leslie Ann Johnson Cornwall.